everyone, and you're tuning into this week's episode of Blush and Bronzer. So of course, you guys already know what I started my day off with, which is the Mary Kay 3-in-1 cleanser. And again, I have combination oily skin, so that's the one that I particularly use. And then of course, after I'm done cleansing, I always follow it with the Magic Duo, which is the moisturizer, and then my day solution. So I basically have a plain face on today. I don't have on any makeup, and that's just because I wanted you guys to really be able to see the difference between the two cheeks and what I'm going to demonstrate. So the only thing that I am wearing, of course, is my Love Lash mascara by Mary Kay. And if you guys have watched my other DVDs, yeah, right. If you guys have watched my other YouTubes, then you already know that this is my favorite Wham Bam Thank You Ma'am Smack It Up, Flip It, Rub It Down, Oh No mascara. It gets those eyelashes popping. And then this is the gloss that I have on today, which is Creme Sugar. I'm going to be using 3 things. And I'll just briefly go over what each of the 3 things are. So this is the bronzer that I'm going to be using. And of course, it's by Mary Kay. And the blush that I'm going to be using is going to be Golden Copper. And this is the particular highlighting powder that I have by Mary Kay. It is a limited edition and it's from last season. So unfortunately, you guys won't be able to order this particular product. But I will list what you can use in replacement of that. So I'm going to use the bronzer on one side of my cheek, just the bronzer by itself, just to show you what it looks like. And I'm going to be using my Mary Kay powder brush. So this is the bronzer. So as you can see, the darker color is at the top, the lighter is on the bottom. I'm going to flip that so that the lighter color ends up being on the top part of my cheekbone and not on the bottom, because that'll give kind of like a different type of look. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it. And remember, you smile to yourself. That way you get to see your cheekbones pop out, and then you're going to put the blush or bronzer on top of that. I'm using the bronzer as a blush on this side of my face, but I'll show you what else you can do with the bronzer as well. So, and I don't know if I'm moving too fast or not, but I like to go in circular motions, and that's just because it's 2 different colors on the bronzer. And so it's going to give you a different kind of effect. And please excuse my earrings. They are super loud, but they're my favorite. Okay, so that's the cheek with the bronzer. This is the cheek without. I'm going to go ahead and apply on the other cheek the Golden Copper color. And just in case if you don't remember what it looks like, here it is again. So I'm going to apply that to my other cheek. So I'm going back in circular motions towards my ear because I want to blend it in. I don't want to have just a Raggedy Ann circle just on my cheek. I want to make sure that I go all the way back and blend it in. So I'm going to show you on this cheek that I just put the Golden Copper on. I'm going to put the highlighting powder on top of it. It's very glittery. I'll show you the brush once I'm done with it on there. It's a very glittery kind of color. And it doesn't even really add color. What it does is it adds shimmer and almost like iridescent. It gives like a kind of iridescent type of feel to the color that you already have on. Or if you have on foundation and let's say you want to kind of highlight a few different places or make your skin look a little dewy, highlighting powder generally will assist you with that. So on the other cheek where I just did just the bronzer, let's say I wanted to have like a really bronzy look from my cheekbone back to my hairline, and then I wanted to put my blush color on top of it. This is the only time where I actually will focus the blush color in one spot. So I'm just going to show you what I do. Remember, I put the bronzer from here all the way back to my hairline. So now I'm going to put the blush color on top of it. And now I'm just blending it back because I don't want to have the infamous Raggedy Ann circle. Okay, so lastly, I'm going to demonstrate what else you can do with bronzer, and I'm just going to do that really quickly. I just want to issue out this disclaimer. Please don't ever buy a bronzer. I don't care if it's dark, light, if you're dark or light, it doesn't matter, and put it all over your face. One thing that that'll end up doing, I don't know if you guys are familiar with reality TV shows, but you'll kind of end up almost looking a little bit like Kimbella, where your face almost looks as if you've been tanned just a bit too much. So we don't want to have that. We want to make it look like a more natural, dewy type of look. So all I'm doing is just taking my brush and I'm going around in a circle, mixing the bronzer on the brush while I'm putting it on here, because I'm only going to be putting it in limited spaces and I'm not going to have enough room to blend it in like how I do on my cheeks. So I'm going to do a little bit of bronzer right here, like in the top part of my forehead, a little bit on my nose, and then a little bit on my neck. I'm not going to do it anywhere else because I already have blush on. So now, I don't know if you guys can see, but what the bronzer ends up doing is it kind of gives you like a sun-kissed kind of glow, and it makes you look like you have like a fresh tan. And of course, with the weather being a bit drabby, and it is raining in Southern California right now, who doesn't want to look a little bit tanned or have dewy, supple looking skin? So those are your options with bronzer. It's not just limited just to bronzer the face. You can also use it as a cheek color. You can also use it for contouring and highlighting, and for lastly what I showed you, which is just basically bronzing the face and getting a free tan without going to the tan salon. So that sums up the video for today. Make sure you guys check out my website, Shortcuts in Color, where you can get all of the latest and greatest beauty information, and also check out a lot of the articles that I write for a magazine called Inspire Lifestyles. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, make sure that you stay busy and stay beautiful. Peace.